In Arthurian literature, the Holy Grail is a treasure that serves as an important motif. Most times in cinema or artwork, it's depicted as a golden chalice with miraculous powers such as eternal youth. But nowadays, it's mostly used to define something with great significance that's impossible to attain or achieve. In card magic, the Holy Grail is perfectly performing the any card at any number card trick. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. Today I'll be sharing with you a little bit of history on the Holy Grail of card magic, and then I'll be sharing my own advanced version of the any card at any number trick. But before I do that, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It'll really help grow the channel to help me create better and better and better content. Now, of course, ACAN has been around for many years, and if you're not too familiar with it, let me show you the perfect example. Let's say the spectator starts off with a deck of playing cards and hands it over to a spectator. The magician will no longer touch the deck of playing cards throughout this whole trick. He asks the spectator to name any card in the deck. They say the Queen of Diamonds, and then the spectator is also asked to name any number in the deck, and they say the number 10. The spectator now takes the deck and deals off 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like this, and to the spectator's surprise, the card in the 10th position is indeed the Queen of Diamonds. Right? Like, imagine being able to do that. You would literally be a god amongst magicians, maybe even a god amongst men, maybe. Being able to perform the ACAN without actually touching the deck became known as the Burglas effect. Why is that, you ask? Because a British magician by the name of David Burglas was able to debut this effect in 1953. And you may be wondering, why not just call it a card trick? Why the Burglas effect? That makes it seem so much more
powerful.
Because the fact is, aside from Burglas, there is no other magician that was able to truly achieve this effect. When Burglas was asked about it, he said this: "It's not a secret I can give to anyone because it's not a secret as such. It's like asking a musician who can improvise to teach you his improvisation," which of course, he can't. And because he was never able to prove his method, there are still people to this day who thinks he used stooges. A stooge is a staged audience member, or cheated in some kind of way. Now the thing is, Burglas was never really known for his sleight of hand skills. He was known for his psychological manipulation abilities and his cohesive performances. Obviously, I have no idea how he was able to perform the ACAN without even touching the deck, but I do have some thoughts to share on the Burglas effect, which I'll do near the end of this video. So before I do that, I want to share with you an advanced version of ACAN that I came up with and I love performing. Let's do it. Okay, today we're going to be using these beautiful B Metalux playing cards. Like, they look really nice. Let me open them up. Let me open them up and show them to you. Bam, check that out. Oh my god, they're so nice. Yeah. All right, so for this advanced ACAN, we have a card selected completely at random. Let's just say it is the 2 of hearts. We'll take it, we'll shuffle it somewhere into the center of the deck. These cards are still new, so they're a bit difficult to handle, but I think we'll do our best to power through. All right, and then I'll ask the spectator to select any number between, actually, let me show you this first. The card is not on top. The card is not on the bottom. It's somewhere in the center. So now that I've shown you that, we're going to have a spectator select a number between 2 and 50, let's say. And let's just say they selected the number 12, because why not? We're going to deal off 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Your card, your number, and there it is, the 2 of hearts. Okay, everybody, welcome to the tutorial. A little bit of background on this effect. This is something that I came up with, and I honestly, it's probably been done somewhere before, but probably not with this handling. And obviously, this is not a Holy Grail level any card at any location trick, but it does get some incredible reactions, and it really helps to, I guess, amplify your card controlling skills. And beware, I said this is advanced, so proceed with caution. Similar to most other card tricks, we start off by having a card selected completely at random, and it is the 6 of spades in our case. Now, I wanted to approach this trick in CardMechanic's perspective. Okay, so I wanted to be able to control this card to where I wanted and deal to it based on the number that the spectator says. So the first thing you want to do is take this card and control it to the 3rd position from the top. And the way that I go about doing this, I hold the deck in this position here, break off. The top half usually goes towards my left whenever I'm doing this. And now when I'm riffling, okay, and I usually riffle like from up here, but just to show you on camera, I'll do it from back here. When I'm riffling, I hold back 2 cards in this hand. So I let this drop. These 2 cards are held down until this drops, and then I riffle off 2 more, and I square all that together. All that does is control your selected card, the 6 of spades, to the 3rd location. From here, you do want to do a bit more shuffling, just to show that, you know, it's not somewhere near the top. So again, I do a riffle shuffle, split apart the exact same way, but now I want to maintain this top pile of 3 to 4 cards, okay? And I'm saying 3 to 4, just so you're on the safer side, right? If I said 2 to 3, if there's 2 cards left, that's going to be an issue. So again, do the riffle, start riffling with the right hand first. So you riffle off a couple of cards, then you riffle here. This way, when you end, you're ending with 3 to 4 cards on top. In my case, it's 4 cards. And you square all that up. And now I do a couple of false block cuts. Again, you can go whichever way with this, but again, I wanted to see this from a cards mechanics perspective. So I'm shuffling like this. Okay, and I highly doubt you can see that on camera, but I'm maintaining the bottom pack here. And when I pull out, I do the same kind of riffle shuffle, maintaining a couple cards on top, push those together, and you can see the 6 of spades, it's still in the original 3rd position. And now when I'm doing the block cuts, I talk about this more in my in the Underground Club on my Patreon, but what you're really doing is giving it a couple of block cuts like this, and you can see here, it's kind of sectioned off, so I have a bottom section, middle section, and top section. I'm taking the middle section, putting it on top, and then here where the bottom section is, I'm splitting it. Again, if you do want a more thorough tutorial and I guess better card mechanic tutorials, I do have that on my Patreon, which you can go ahead and check out. The link to it will be in the description. Shuffle all that up, you have the card in the 3rd position. From here, I show the spectator the deck has been shuffled. And by show the spectator, I mean I show them the top card, the card is not on top, and I even show them 2 bottom cards, or however many cards slide when I do this. And I say the card is also not anywhere near the bottom. So I want you to select any card between 2 and 50. And the reason I'm saying 2 and 50 is because obviously they know the card is not on top and it's not anywhere near the bottom. So usually I just show them the bottom 2, but it's not near the bottom, so it's between 2 and 50. So they say the number, in our case, let's just make it easy, let's just say the number 10, okay? If they say the number 10, then I deal the top card, deal the 2nd card, and now this is the 3rd card. So for me, I'm just gonna do it face up. But here I'm just doing the 2nd deal, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I come over and boom, there is the spectator's selected card. Now there's also a situation in which they could say the number 2. If they say the number 2, then you deal the top card and you immediately do a 2nd deal because that 3rd card is the 6 of spades. So you immediately do a 2nd deal right from here, and boom, there's the selected card again. Now I know some of you may not be super comfortable doing the 2nd deal, so I do have a full tutorial on it that you can check out. I'll put the link on the screen and description, but a quick walkthrough just for this video. I hold the deck in an Erdnase grip. You could hold it in Mechanics grip. Whatever grip feels most natural to you, that's the grip you should hold it in. I hold it in an Erdnase grip like this. I push over 2 cards, okay? And this is probably the most difficult part. You want to push over 2 cards and have them as close together as possible. I don't know how well that comes across on camera, but as close together as possible. The fingers down here, the ring finger and your pinky finger, kind of help separate these 2 cards from the rest of the deck as you're pushing across like this. And then you want to do a swiping motion because when you're dealing, right, you're dealing like this, right? That's a normal deal. You come here, you take this card like so. Where's my 6 of spades? So here when you're dealing, you want to do the whole swipe motion, grab the 2nd card with your middle finger and put that down, and that is the 2nd deal. Again, make sure to go and check out the full tutorial for a much better tutorial. And that's really all there is to it. What I love about this, it really helps me maintain the skills that I have picked up in terms of doing a false shuffle, in terms of controlling a card to a certain position. Of course, it doesn't have to be 3rd, it could be 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever position you want to control it to. So it really helps in refining those skills while also helping in practicing the second deal. So I mean, I feel like it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win. But practice it, try it out for yourself, and let me know what kind of reactions you get. Alright, so going back to the Burgless effect, here are my thoughts on how I think it's done. I think Burgless would have to have some kind of subtle suggestion made or use some kind of mental or psychological manipulation in order to almost force a card and a number. And being a magician, I would assume he has multiple outs. Let me give you an example. In a New York Times article I was reading, a reporter went over to Burgless's house to interview him. Link in the description. One of the first things that Burgless asked the interviewer was to name any card and any number because he's always interested in what people would pick. I feel like I did this quite a lot. And it was much after the fact that the interviewer asked Burgless to do the any card at any number trick for him. So technically, Burgless knew the card and number way before the interviewer even thought about asking him to perform the trick. And based off of that information, he could have potentially had multiple outs located in multiple locations. Obviously, he wouldn't probably have a card in every single location, but that's where the subtle suggestions really come into play. Again, this is all just my opinion. Burgless may even know real magic. We don't know. But whether you believe in the Burgless effect or not, the incredible impact that he's had in his performances is undeniable. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do let me know down in the comments below what other tricks or pieces of history you'd like to see on this channel, and have a great day ahead. I'll see you soon. Peace out.